I publicly removed one of my own ribs and returned it to my father. Then I cut off a piece of my flesh and returned it to my mother, all because I wanted to sever all ties with the entire family. My sisters were shocked by this scene, but they didn't know they would soon pay the price. Not long after I left home, my grandfather fell into a coma. The eldest sister asked my adopted brother to make a pill to save his life, but my adopted brother knew nothing about medicine. It was just that in my previous life, he would always steal the pills I painstakingly made. He lied to the family, claiming they were his own work. When I tried to explain, the family thought I was jealous of him. In the end, I was driven out of the house. I broke down in the heavy rain. Perhaps God took pity on my suffering. When I opened my eyes again, I found I had been reborn 5 years earlier, right when my mother had just been in a car accident. I looked at my adopted brother kneeling before me, begging me to give him the pill. He promised it was the last time he would take credit for my work, and even began to threaten me, saying the family only believed him now. You don't want your birth mother to die, do you? Looking at his ugly face, I couldn't stand it anymore and punched him. At that moment, several of my sisters rushed over. They saw me disciplining my adopted brother and, without giving me a chance to explain, picked up a wine bottle and threw it at me. Fortunately, I dodged in time, but they blamed me, asking why I had dodged. I retorted, "Isn't my safety important?" Yet they accused me of never contributing to the family, while my adopted brother was always giving for them. I told them that I had cured all the family's illnesses, at the cost of 10 years of my own life. But my sisters refused to believe me. I decided to prove it with action. So, I used the pill I had just made to save my mother. After taking it, her bones quickly returned to normal, and she recovered her health immediately. Just when I thought I could prove myself, my adopted brother rushed in to steal the credit. He demanded I return the pill I had made. The family believed him again because he had dyed a few strands of his hair white. They thought he had used his own lifespan to make the pill. My mother ordered me to kneel and apologize. I was completely disillusioned with this family, but my sister stopped me. She said all my living expenses came from the family and I had to repay them. I said I had never received any living expenses, and even my clothes were worn out. But my mother said, "I gave you life. How will you repay me?" Hearing this, I removed my own bone and flesh and returned them. Before leaving, I warned them that in 7 days, their previous illnesses would relapse. Enjoy the present while you can. My eldest sister didn't understand what I meant. She tried to stop me, but accidentally pulled off my wig. Seeing my completely white hair, they were astonished. Yet they still refused to believe, thinking it was all an act. Until, at a banquet 7 days later, the illnesses within them suddenly relapsed. They begged my adopted brother to save them, but he simply chose to pretend to faint. It was then that everyone realized the truth and pleaded with me to save them. But I refused outright. Everyone must pay the price for their own choices. If you like this, remember to subscribe. Next time, I'll take you into more exciting worlds.